All right. Welcome to Inside the Logic, the podcast for people who give great advice but don't follow any of it. So today's episode is called Learning to Say No. And listen, if you're a people pleaser, a firstborn child, the family therapist, or that go-to friend, then this one is for you. So, if I ask you how often do you say no, how would you answer? I mean, saying no should be simple, right? 2 letters, 1 syllable, easy. But for some reason, saying no feel like we're committing a federal crime. Somebody asks for a favor and suddenly you're like, yeah, of course I can help. I can cancel my plans, rearrange my schedule, skip lunch, ignore my own needs, and lose 3 hours of sleep. Hey, no problem. Meanwhile, the logical part of your brain is in the back screaming, and shut up. Stop talking. Stop agreeing. We don't even like this person. Well, here's the deep part. For many of us, saying yes became a survival skill. We didn't want to disappoint people. We didn't want conflict. And we didn't want to look too selfish. So we trained ourselves to be available, even when we are exhausted. We became that person everybody calls because we haven't learned how to not respond. But here's the truth. A boundary is not an attack. It's an emotional sunscreen that protects you from burning out. So, let me heal somebody today by saying no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain it. You don't need a PowerPoint presentation. You don't need to lie about having plans with people that don't exist. You can just say, no, I can't. That's it. End the conversation. And if they want more information, tell them to contact your manager, who is also you, and who will also tell them no. So just know, every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to something you do want. Your peace, your rest, your time, and your mental health. Because check this out. Some of y'all are drained, overwhelmed, and irritated. And not because life is hard, but because you keep loaning out your energy to people who don't make payments. And I want y'all to think about that. So, if you find it hard to say no, start with the small no's. No, I'm not staying late today. Or, no, I can't talk right now. And please stop apologizing for having boundaries. You're not being rude, you're being responsible. And then ask yourself, do I genuinely want to do this? Or am I just afraid to look selfish? Choose your peace over approval because approval fades, but peace stays. And I'll end with this. Learning to say no is really learning to say yes to yourself, yes to rest, yes to a life that doesn't drain the life out of you. And if you're scared someone will get mad because you finally put yourself first, that only means they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries all along. So say no with confidence. Say no with peace. Say no with a smile if you have to, because protecting your time, energy, and peace is not selfish. It's survival. This is Inside the Logic, reminding you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your life is to say no. Until the next time, peace.